Hello, Chart This viewers, and welcome to this edition of Chart This After the Show. We're recording this on Wednesday evening, approximately 9 o'clock in Honolulu, which means that gold trading has in essence just opened in London and effectively is trading lower on the day. It's off about $4.20. We're looking at a daily chart, and the topic that I really want to talk about are a couple of pattern types that I have found to be very, very unique in combination with other pattern types. And if you haven't already viewed part one, where we have some primary patterns such as the three-river morning, the three-river evening, the engulfing patterns, and piercing dark cloud cover patterns, you really want to look at that first and then work with this afterwards, because what we're going to talk about is a single candlestick type simply called an umbrella candle. It's made up of the inverted hammer, the shooting star, and the hangman. And what's interesting about this candle type is it is a different candle type depending on if it occurs after the market's been moving up or after a downtrend. So the key to identifying the candlestick hangman or hammer is really the same character. It simply depends on where it's found in a market. So if the market's been moving up and then this candlestick type occurs up here, it is a hangman. If the market's been moving down and this candle type occurs down here, it becomes a inverted hammer. The same is true for the opposites, which are, this is a shooting star at the top, an inverted hammer, hangman, and hammer. And so the key to this particular candle type is the fact that the tail is preferably 3 times the length of the body. Body's very short. And the significance of this is that, first of all, candle color doesn't matter whether it's red or green. It matters where it's found in the market, how long the tail is. Because what this represents is, as the market's been moving up, it opens and then trades within a range, which at one point they drive it down to a pretty dramatic low. In other words, 3 times the length of the open and closing range. But they're able to move it back up, showing tremendous support or resistance depending on where it's found. And so this single candle type alone is not enough to have any kind of a signal. However, when found in combinations with either other patterns or other filters, it can be significant. A 2-week chart that we're looking at right here, and you can see a couple of occurrences. First of all, we have a shooting star right here. This would be a hammer, and this would also be a shooting star. Now, you can see this is almost doji-like. So the dojis are very, very similar to the hammers because they're small-bodied candles. Again, this is the type of information that we look at and we filter for you on a daily basis in the gold forecast. But for those that want to learn these techniques, I believe that this is a pretty decisive candle type when found within the reference of other candles. So for example, here you might have it within a three-river evening star or morning star, such as here. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading, and thanks for joining us at Chart This After the Show.